Okay, so we have this container that I made. It's very rough. I'm not very good with finicky things like this. But yeah, here I am making paper beads, which is also quite finicky. But I made the thing and it works. So I'm going to show you with another 1 liter milk carton what I did. Well, I got to squish it. Oh, no, that's not squishing properly. Tough luck. We're just supposed to squish down so that it's easier for me to cut. I'm going to cut the top part off. And my arm is hurting. And oh yeah, obviously you'll have to dust it out once it's all cut, because you can't get it dusted out until you've got it cut. This one's pretty filthy. It'll need quite a wash and dusting. So that's going to be, as you can see in the other one, that's going to be where that goes at the top. Then I'm also going to want to cut the front away. So let's do that. Cut the front away like the other one. Bend it over, cut it off. And then because we don't want varnish dripping from there over the front, we need to cut it back a bit. So do that. Get it cut a bit back so that there's space for the varnish to drip down to the lower level of this container. Neaten that up. Very grubby old container. Icky. So that's a duplicate of what I've got over there, waiting to get sorted out later. Okay, put that down there. Then for the bottom bit, we want to cut the front section off, like in this one. Look from the side, so that it looks like that. So we're going to cut all the way down to nearly the bottom of the front. Is that right? Yes. Gosh, I did this earlier today and I'm already forgetting what I did. The fun of getting older. I think I can go down quite a bit deeper than that. You don't want it too deep. There we go. Just shake it out a bit. Gosh, it's a very dirty one. So now I've got that in the front. Whoops. And then this piece that has just fallen down and that I've got back is going to be fitting in the top. And I could do it just like that now, except excuse me, where this is, it gets very tricky. What have I done with my, I don't know where I put my tweezers, but if you're putting a tweezers in here, these sides get in the way of trying to pick up your one paper bead at a time from in there. The sides get in the way, so what you want to do is just cut them out a bit so that you've got more space on the sides, leaving of course some at the top because you want this to fit in nicely at the top. But you're going to cut off some of the side on both sides. And the same on the other side. This gives less chance of you bumping into it with your hand and battling to pick up the pieces. It's already tricky, so you certainly don't want to make it more tricky. So now you've got that sort of effect. I've actually made these bigger than the last lot, but that's fine. And then the last thing to do is to poke a hole over there and there and there and there, and that's going to be for your metal rod or your kebab stick, society stick, or whatever you've got that's going to slide through there, that you're going to rest your beads on once you pick them out there, and they can drip dry on that before you move them to their drying rack. So if you look at this one, you'll see there's a hole on the side which goes all the way through, so that you can thread your iron rod through to that side and that side. So this is not going to fall down, it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to fall into the bottom. And that's pretty much it. That's how I made my little stand. Yeah. Tony has an idea for making one, so he's also got his milk bottle here, and I'd like to see his idea, because I'm really not good at this finicky stuff. Let's see how his idea for making a container turns out. So I'm going to have the camera, and it's your turn. I think you should slide the table over a bit towards you, or we'll swap places. Let's swap places. Good.
Get that down there without spilling varnish. Right, okay, what do we have here? We have a milk carton. Right. Okay. What I want to do is follow. Take that tab and back there. I'm not going to need it now. Then I'm going to make a cut.
Can you speak up? It's pretty windy.
Okay, then I'm going to make a cut over there, right on the edge. Come on. That's a lot to be said for a sharp knife.
Oh yes, I forgot to show in mine the cutting at the back here. Let me just push. At the back of this, I cut a, there where Tony's putting his, right at the back, I cut that bit out as well, so that there's a drainage area for the varnish.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down here. I'm going to try to cut it down, but not quite that far.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This is the first time Tony's doing this.
Not a problem.
With a very sharp knife, I think.
No, it used to be sharp.
Oh, not so sharp.
No, I used it earlier today.
You don't want to use the scissors at all?
No. What we can do when we're done is just put tape on that.
Okay.
Because that stays in here. Now we're going to do similar cuts on this side. But more precisely, right. Now we're going to bring this cut over here, also approximately to the center, and then we're going to take it across through the comb, meet up with the other cut, and this should now open outward like that, which is fine. So we're going to take the ruler over here. Then we're going to put it over there, put a good crease in there, and guess what? I'm going to use your scissors.
Going to use my scissors.
I'm going to use your scissors.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to cut this piece off along the fold.
I'm going to have to actually watch the video to be able to focus on what you're doing and what you're saying, because what I'm concentrating on now is trying to film it.
Okay, not a problem. No problem. Okay, now we've got the fold over there on the outside. We're going to bend it back so the fold goes to the inside, taking the tab with it. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to put a piece of tape across here as well on the inside.
Is the
Over
tape
there?
here? Where's the tape?
No, the tape's not here.
Oh dear.
We're going to put a piece of tape across that on the inside, and just there so it doesn't leak. Okay, now what that's going to do is going to stop the beads from collecting in the front there.
Oh, when you put varnish in there.
Yeah.
So this is but this is going to take quite a lot of varnish. This is
Not,
that's going to take quite a lot of varnish if you want it deep.
Just, please, wait. So from here we're going to make a cut here. And we're going to do another cut running parallel to that one without getting our fingers. Okay, so now we've got 2 slots over there. Now we want something pen will do, and we're going to just run it down inside there. Oop. Run this over there.
Speak up.
I actually don't need to speak, it's the action speaks rather than words. Okay, now I'm going to put a kink in this, like such. And now, if I've got this right, you'll be able to, okay, put that down. We're going to put a little block under here. Put your varnish in, toss your beads in, and then hook your beads out and put them over the slots. And they should drain out through the slots. And you'll probably get more than 6 or 7 at a time.
Are they going to just rest on this?
They're just going to rest on that.
Sideways or upright?
Sideways?
Sideways.
Sideways. So it's going to make it, okay, my thinking here, and you're going to have to test this for me, is, right, now remember we've got that taped up over there, that's taped there. We've got this taped over there, so the varnish will still be able to get the front there, but the beads won't.
Okay.
Okay. So it actually doesn't matter. You can tilt it in the front here. Get the varnish to the back where your beads are going to be collecting. So you would throw your bead. You got your varnish in, got your beads in. Hook your beads out. Pop them on here.
Just on their side.
On their sides. Boom, 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 boom. Those in there. And then once you've got your beads out, you can then pick them up with a tweezer and transfer them to the drying rack without having to do any manual gymnastics. Okay. You know, twisting and turning. Try it out, see.
Okay, I think that's quite a nice method.
I have no idea.
I think we should try that. I mean, you've almost made the box, it just needs some taping.
Well, I think it'll work.
Yeah. So it's still going to need to take quite a bit of varnish in there.
Yeah, that's why I say you can tilt it, you can put it on a block in the front here.
Yes, so that I can just get
so
to the back part.
Yeah, so that your beads will collect at the back, the varnish will collect at the
So
back.
I don't need that much varnish after all. Yes, yeah. Okay.
Cool. What we could do is take a piece of cord that I cut off there.
Hold it there.
Oh, sorry. Take this cord over there and we just go bend it a couple of times, once in center, back, back, back. Right, so now we've got this McDonald's thing.
Hold it down.
We've got a McDonald's thingy. No, that's not a McDonald's. Whatever.
See, okay, there you
go.
go.
We've got that. So now we take that out here. Put that under there. Tape it and tape it, and you've got your stand.
You've got an elevation in the front.
Yeah.
Just get under there. Okay. So that will tilt it up nicely in the front. Okay. Cool. So there you go. I think we're going to try that one out as well. So now we have 2 ways of dipping and the initial dry before it goes onto the drying rack. And there is a third way that I'm going to do in the future. But this is it for now. Please subscribe and enjoy your beading. Thank you.